Tuesday's 2 Cents Worth. Today I'm back with Dave Kolesari at his Homesight office. Last time we got together, I ran out of time and there was still some questions I really wanted to ask. So Dave, do you find that there are certain defects that you find more often than others?
Yeah, I would say there's areas of the house that have a better chance of finding problems. For an example, electrical. Electrical, for some reason, a lot of people feel they can be an electrician. We find a lot of issues when it comes to electrical subpanels, attics, basements, garages, and it's just unprofessional stuff. It's not necessarily always done bad, but it's just you can tell that an electrician did not do it, which may result in a safety hazard. So I guess amateur electrical work, but also foundations can be an issue, and foundation drainage systems, depending on certain areas too of Milwaukee. I don't know if you knew this, Sue, but certain areas of Milwaukee are prone to foundation issues over other areas. So if I get an address, I'll know before even going out to the house that there's a possible foundation issue. So things like that.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask if there are certain areas of the county, Milwaukee County, Waukesha County, Washington County, where you find things more often than other areas.
Well, Waukesha you find radon most often, radon testing. But like New Berlin, a lot of fixed basements there. Also, if you go towards, say, for instance, like maybe 90th and Hampton, I can almost guarantee you there's going to be a bad basement in that area. So just those examples right there can kind of tell you before I even get out to the house that there might be an issue.
And when you say bad basement, what do you mean? Is it like wet? Is it falling in? What exactly, what kind of problems do you see?
Usually structural, cracks, movement. They have to put beams on the walls. And some of those basements have been fixed before and they need fixing again. So
I was going to ask if once those beams are in, is it going to be pretty stable?
it can be if it's done right, but sometimes you have an obsolete repair, something done maybe in the late 1990s that they've used a different type of repair on that doesn't get used anymore because it's been proven to fail. So for instance, 2x3 beams on walls. They don't use 2x3 beams anymore because they're too small.
Okay.
Those beams can still move. So now they use 2x5. So that's the difference.
All right. Well, does the age of a home sometimes kind of clue you in on what to look for as far as defects?
Yes, and I actually do this before every inspection when I'm going out. I'm like, how old is the house? Okay, if the house is 25 years old, what does that mean to you, Sue?
Well, it means that a lot of the mechanicals are at the end of their lifespan.
Yeah, I'm looking, hey, there's either going to be a new roof or there's going to be an old roof. There's going to be old mechanicals, and you never know what you're going to get till you're there. So a house at that age, say 25 for an example, is like maybe getting a car with 50,000 miles on it.
Ah, okay. Well, I hope that this once again reaffirms how important it is to have a good qualified home inspector who has the experience and knows what to look for in your home inspection. One of the trends now is to do inspection before you list your home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that that is a good, valuable tool?
I think it's an awesome tool because you get the answers before the test.
Okay.
Essentially, right?
Right.
You're getting the answers before the test, and some people are afraid to get that inspection because they don't want to know. Well, first of all, don't you really want to know? I mean, you want the transaction to go smooth. I mean, you really want to know. And two, sellers don't necessarily have to fix everything that they find on a pre-inspection. It's just an inspection of what they're selling. That's it. And anything can be negotiated. So don't feel if you do have a pre-listing inspection that I got this list of things that I have to fix. You're just disclosing it. And that's what you have to do anyways.
Right. And I also feel that it's important because then you can kind of budget for these issues that might come up that would affect your sale.
Absolutely.
And so you
money.
can prepare for that as you're negotiating that offer price.
Yeah.
So, of course, Travis and I always recommend that you have a qualified home inspection done. And if you choose to do it before you list your home, it really is all the better because then you're in control of the whole deal of what you want to do and how you want to fix it.
Absolutely.
Before the buyers are telling you what to do.
Right, right.
So I want to thank you, Dave, for all your
My
valuable
pleasure.
advice.
Anytime.
All right. Well, I'll probably be back with more questions again.
No problem.
So thanks for tuning in to Tuesday's 2 Cents Worth. This is Sue Derby from Shorewest Realtors, your local realtor ready to work hard for you. And if you find Dave's tips useful, go to our YouTube channels and hit subscribe. Thanks again for your time, Dave.
My pleasure.